right? Post. Good, thank you. Make sure I have this copied. Post. And post. Then I'm going to go in here. At promotion live new. There. All right. And got 3 watching now. And what is up? Coffee and Evil Gangster. Great. Hold on. Wait, huh? Hold on. Why is... Hold on. History. Get this. Copy. Why is it not showing in here? Chat. Paste. Okay. There we go. That's better. And hey, Dan. Hey guys, RanterInShades here. That's my First Amendment Rights stream style. And recently there's been some talk going on about YouTube apparently trying to hide the number of dislikes on videos, which is not a really great idea, and this stream will be dedicated to talking about why. Basically, when I first heard about this, I was thinking that it was going to be like, you know, kind of like what Kappa was, where people were kind of misinterpreting what the thing was actually doing. I was hoping it would be another thing like that, but as much as I would have loved to be, but apparently I wasn't correct on that when I read a couple articles about it. Basically, you know, the most clarification that people were getting is like, oh, we're not getting rid of the dislike button, we're just hiding the number of dislikes on videos. And it's like, that's not really much better. Because, you know, whether people like it or not, dislikes do provide some indication as to whether or not the video is good or worth watching. Like an example that's been made a lot about this is tutorial videos. When you're looking up how to do something and you see that there's a lot of dislikes on there, and I know this because I've done this before, like when I'm trying to figure out how to do something in editing or something computer related. Whenever I see that there's a large number of dislikes on the video I click on, I'll usually click off, because basically that's an indication that majority of people did not find the information helpful. Maybe the information was just flat out incorrect and whatnot. And that's the case with a lot of videos that are heavily disliked and whatnot, which we'll get to in a little bit. But, a thing that whenever people talk about getting rid of dislikes, one thing that they always, the reasoning that they always like to use is, oh, we just want to prevent dislike mobs. We don't want people getting mass disliked and whatnot. And am I saying that that never happens? No. There are instances where, yeah, you can look at a video and be like, yeah, this was, a victim of a dislike mob and whatnot, but I understand that this might be something that people don't really like hearing, but, maybe, just maybe, the reason the video has a lot of dislikes on it is because the video is legitimately bad. Like, I understand that that's not very nice. I understand that that's not something great to hear, but that is something that should be considered. And it's not like there's really anything wrong with that, because one benefit of dislikes is that you can look at that, ratio and be like, okay, what did I do in here that could be contributing to this? Because, you can then take that and, use it to, improve with your next upload. It can actually be constructive like that. And I understand that, another thing that's being said is, oh, creators can still see the number of dislikes on their videos, and it's for that reason. And I guess that's good. Still, though, with the example of the tutorial videos and other things like that, it's going to be misleading a lot of people and not giving a sort of initial perspective as to how good the video is and whatnot, and that isn't really benefiting anybody. Even the person uploading the video, because they can still see the dislikes on it. So it's not like, they're just looking at, oh, see, there's no dislikes there, that makes me happy. But, that's not actually freaking true. But yeah, another problem with this is that, if dislikes aren't being shown, that's going to lead to potentially more people leaving negative comments, because that's going to be a thing that people are going to look to now. They're going to see if the comments are praising the video or bashing the video or anything like that, leaving some criticism in there, because dislikes are a lot simpler than that, and it's a thing you can look at right away and whatnot, whereas comments you sort of have to scroll down and just look through and all that. So, I don't really see any real benefit of getting rid of one, especially when, people already have the option to, have ratings disabled on the videos, which, people can do that. It's going to make you look like a coward, but that is something that is available. Same with disabling comments or having comments pending approval. The worst that'll make you look like is kind of cowardly, but, if you really don't like seeing your videos getting disliked, if you really don't like getting negative comments, that is something that does exist for you. And so that is and so having those options available, at the very least, is more nuanced than just outright, hiding one or getting rid of one or anything like that. That's basically the issue here. And so what I'm now going to show you is a little moment from, since I gotta mention it, a video from this guy right here. He has a video called Why You Should Like Dislikes that I highly recommend watching because it's great and it's aged excellently. So let me go over, I'm on the tab now, let me go over to webpage. So it's this moment right here in the video. Reasons your videos may be getting dislikes on YouTube. Poor arguments, poor research, poor effort, poor writing / editing, dishonesty, discussion about a controversial topic, fundamental philosophical disagreement with the audience. Before, what comes immediately next in the video is he just puts a big X over it and then puts a caption saying, "The other side is totally conspiring against me, you guys." But, really, in actuality, again, not saying that, dislike bombing never happens or anything like that, but more often than not, it's going to be for one of these reasons over here. Maybe your arguments were kind of weak. Maybe the video was not really executed well. Maybe the video had bad audio quality, because that's a thing that it could be argued that audio quality is more important than video quality. That's why I have been trying to put more effort into my audio quality. Trying to get rid of as much background noise as I can in my videos. But, that could be a reason. Maybe the picture quality could be not great. And, yeah, maybe, these could also be problems. Maybe it's just, putting a, take in the video that doesn't really click with the audience. Like, for example, sometimes whenever I watch a Anthony Fantano review, especially, whenever he reviews a metal album, there's usually, those videos usually get a lot of dislikes because, the audience doesn't agree with the review. And, and that really shouldn't be a problem either. At worst, it doesn't even mean that he isn't entitled to his opinion or anything like that. It just means it's not really one that the majority of the people clicking on the video happen to be, clicking with or anything like that. So that's another thing, to consider. And even then, there could also be the option that maybe someone else watching the video might actually agree with the video despite the number of dislikes on there, which that's a thing that does happen sometimes. So, yeah, more often than not, these are going to be reasons why a video has a lot of dislikes, or a reason that sort of falls, under the categorization of one of these. And that's okay. It really shouldn't be the end of the world if you get dislikes on your videos. And in a little bit, I'm going to really enhance that point. I really don't react that much when a video gets a lot of dislikes. Sometimes I don't really agree with it. Sometimes it confuses me. But I don't really let it, piss me off or anything like that. I don't treat it like the end of the world. Because, again, at the end of the day, you can just look at that and be like, okay, maybe the approach wasn't great. Maybe something wasn't meshing well, and that's something I need to do differently next time and whatnot. It's really not the end of the world if your video gets a lot of dislikes. I can understand it can be discouraging, but honestly, if you're going to be putting yourself out on the internet anyway, you need to have some level of thick skin anyway. And, not get so up in arms about everything. Because that's one thing that will lead to the audience actually respecting you. Is... Sorry, I'm a little bit tired and whatnot. But if they see that you are actually taking everything in stride and not being a whiny baby and whatnot, then, they're not going to, treat you like a lolcow or anything like that. So let me check with the chat over here. Love your Underlock and Key shirt. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. As for me, I'm doing great, but honestly, the whole dislike situation is a huge mess. I read on The Verge that it's an experiment. If so, hope the experiment doesn't become a full-on permanent feature. That's another thing. The thing I'm really hoping is that, given how unpopular this is, because I read the comments on one of the videos about this. I didn't watch the video because I just didn't really feel like watching it. because I knew it would probably piss me off, but I read comments on there. What I'm hoping is that YouTube sees how unpopular of an idea this is and reconsiders and is just like, you know what? Yeah, this is not an idea. People aren't liking this, and they don't be like, oh, we're gonna do it anyway. Fuck you guys, or anything like that. Because if there's anything I've learned from the Sonic movie, which I still need to sit down and watch, even despite, you know, my only real connection to Sonic is the fact that I like Crush 40 and I like some Sonic YouTube boops. But the big thing that showed me is that, you know, people in positions of authority can listen to feedback. Because at the end of the day, it is important for, you know, running a business. If your audience isn't, you know, taking it well, if you're not getting great feedback, it's not good for your business. And so that's why it's really important to actually listen to the audience on this. And the Sonic movie is an excellent example of when, you know, a company has done that. They saw how people felt about that really hideous looking Sonic with the weird eyes, and they're like, okay, yeah, people are hating this. Let's go back to the drawing board. And even though people had to wait longer for the movie to come out, at the end of the day, it looked a lot better because of the improvements to the design. And a music example I think I can use of this is Bullet for My Valentine. So Temper Temper is my least favorite album of theirs. It's noticeably light, not really great, and it's not. I don't think it's really one that a lot of their fans really like that much either. And as a result of that, when they came out with Venom, the next album after that, it was a shit ton better. Then they came out with Gravity in 2018, which I think the album's okay. I don't mind it. It's one of those albums where it's like, I don't think it's bad, but I do consider it a weaker effort for them. I probably would have liked it better if it came out from, if a different band made it. But then they released their self-titled recently, and that was much better than that. This is sort of what happens when people actually listen to feedback from the audience, is they actually come out with something better, and, you know, they don't completely alienate their audience as a result of that. If that's the case, then that's kind of ridiculous if you ask me. The biggest downside of removing dislike counts is that in order to check the comments to see how bad the video is, you have to cross through the swamp of assholes and bitches, I think that's supposed to say, spreading garbage. Yeah, that's another thing. And that can argue, that honestly sounds even more discouraging to actually have to put yourself through than just seeing a little number over here. Like, it really shouldn't be a big deal. Again, I get how it can be a bit discouraging, but it really isn't the end of the world. At the end of the day, it's something that can be learned from. And in order to really enhance this point, as well as to show, you know, how I react to dislikes and how I'm not quick to make excuses for them, how I can give some benefit of the doubt and be like, to be fair, maybe such and such, we're going to go through all of the like to dislike ratios on my videos that are public. I have the filter set for public here, and we're going to go through all of that, and you can see what my thought process is with this. So, the most recent video has 32 likes, 3 dislikes. 11 likes, 0 dislikes, and that's going to be a thing. Whenever there's like a 100% over here, usually it's because the video doesn't really have a lot of views. So, you know, you can take that, you know, with a grain of salt and whatnot. There are some exceptions that I noticed with this, with videos that have a lot more views than this and still have a 100% like ratio, and you'll see those momentarily, but let's move on. 45 likes, 4 dislikes. Then with the live stream Redux videos that don't really have a lot of views, we'll skip those. 46 likes, 0 dislikes on the second dramatic reading of Metal Elitist comments, which that's one of the examples of a video that has more than average views and still no dislikes over here. I remember I once made a meme of Bubble Bass from SpongeBob when he says "still no pickles," where it says "still no dislikes." You can probably find it if you dig through the photos on my Facebook page. But this is actually kind of cool how this video has, gotten pretty far out and not a single dislike on there. That's actually kind of awesome. 34 likes, 2 dislikes. 16 likes, 1 dislike. 24 likes, 1 dislike. 41 likes, 1 dislike. 13 likes, 0 dislikes. 16 likes, 0 dislikes. 47 likes, 3 dislikes. 63 likes, 7 dislikes. 16 likes, 1 dislike. 15 likes, 2 dislikes. 33 likes, 2 dislikes. 19 likes, 0 dislikes. 40 likes, 0 dislikes. Another example of a video with more views than usual and no dislikes. It's on the Bon Jovi video, which that makes me happy because I really like this video. 26 likes, 1 dislike. 23 likes, 0 dislikes. 22 likes, 0 dislikes. 9 likes, 0 dislikes. Take that as you will, because it's on a shirt collection video that doesn't even have 100 views. 53 likes, 3 dislikes. that's the percentage. 31 likes, 1 dislike. 45 likes, 4 dislikes. 166 likes, 21 dislikes. So this is the biggest ratio we've seen so far. And that's something you'll see on videos that have a lot more views than usual, is the ratio sort of starts to dip a little bit, but not exactly in a way that outnumbers the number of likes. And this is a video that's one of my more popular videos, the Trapped video. So it's a little lower, but hey, still a lot more likes. Same with this one, 16 likes, 2 dislikes. 88 likes, 10 dislikes. 57 likes, 3 dislikes. 20 likes, 2 dislikes. 18 likes, 1 dislike. Now this is a little lower than we've seen so far. 55 likes, 10 dislikes on the Dragon Force video. Now why could this be? Probably people that don't like Dragon Force. That's really the most I can really, rationalize with this. I can't really think of much about this video that I could potentially think of as being something that would drive someone to leave a dislike, other than maybe they just thought that the portion where I showed the clips from when I saw Michelangelo Batio, they thought that dragged on a bit long. Maybe that could be a thing. 23 likes, 2 dislikes. 109 likes, 10 dislikes. 18 likes, 2 dislikes. 23 likes, 0 dislikes. 58 likes, 4 dislikes. 12 likes, 3 dislikes. Now, here's where we get a first really, glaring one. 91 likes, 89 dislikes on the Glenn Fricker video. Now, I get a lot of comments on this video that apparently I talk too fast in the video. And I've listened back to the video before. I don't think I talk any faster in this one than I do in any of my other videos. And I'm not sure if these are like fans of Glenn's that are finding the video, leaving those comments, because I don't think I talk any faster in my videos than he does. I mostly attribute that criticism as a criticism of my editing rather than my speech pace, because one thing I do a lot with editing is whenever I'm cutting away to something, or if I'm cutting to a zoom shot, what I do is I edit out the inhaling sound, whenever I do that, because I kind of hate hearing that, and I feel like leaving it in would sort of drag down the quality. That's just a little thing with me, because other than that, I'm not really sure what else could be an issue with this. The point of the video was about people misinterpreting how the copyright system works, not so much defending how it works, but just sort of misinterpreting it. Like when he said in the video, they're trying to get rid of negative videos, and it's like, if that were the case, then why were the 2 videos of mine that got blocked at the time of this both positive videos? This has nothing to do with, negative videos. So I just thought that Glenn made some pretty silly arguments in his video that I felt like responding to, and other than that, that's really all I can really fathom with this. Also, your Sonic example reminds me of how when Universal released their horrendous Cats film, they didn't care about the bashing and doubled down on the film's awful visual by saying it's good. The 2016 Ghostbusters, I would say, is another example of that. I'm just saying, the Sonic movie example is showing that, there are moments when, people can actually take the criticism into consideration and come out with something better as a result of that. Yeah, it's kind of weird how the first dramatic reading, the second of Metal Elitist comments had a ton of dislikes, but the second one has no dislikes. That could be due to the first one being more popular. Yeah, and we'll get to that later. That and maybe the attitude about the subject changing. Basically, Universal stood their ground, and thanks to them being stubborn as mules, it made the Sonic movie look better than Cats from a creative perspective, definitely. Is it true that YouTube is removing the dislike button? They're not saying they're removing the dislike button. They're saying they're hiding the dislike count, which really isn't much better. If people complain about talking fast, then they should change the playback speed on the video. Yeah, that's a feature that also exists, but let's move on. All right, another one with dislike being a little lower. 80 likes, 30 dislikes on the Red Hot Chili Peppers video. And with this one, it's probably because there were some people that didn't like the last point I made about when there were people petitioning for them to get deplatformed from Spotify because Anthony Kiedis was getting Me Too'd. And I, of course, being a person that advocates for, art to be enjoyed and for art to be separated from the artist, of course, people that are a lot more, woke will probably take issue with that point. And maybe it could have been executed a little better, maybe. But that's all I can really say there. 28 likes, 1 dislike. 35 likes, 7 dislikes. 12 likes, 0 dislikes. 33 likes, 1 dislike. 13 likes, 3 dislikes. 80 likes, 7 dislikes. 47 likes, 2 dislikes. Before I go to the next page, throw back to the time we bullied a studio into making their movie better, pretty much. Next page. We're in 2018 now. 41 likes, 1 dislike. 30 likes, 0 dislikes. And I really like this video, so that's cool. 42 likes, 1 dislike. 114 likes, 10 dislikes. 37 likes, 6 dislikes. 33 likes, 1 dislike. 71 likes, 3 dislikes. 22 likes, 2 dislikes. 22 likes, 1 dislike. 7 likes, 3 dislikes, and it's on a shirt collection video. Take that however you will. 114 likes, 18 dislikes. 103 likes, 21 dislikes. 57 likes, 1 dislike. 86 likes, 28 dislikes. It's a little lower on the NoFX video. And, maybe they just didn't like people just didn't like the defense of dark humor I was making. Maybe they didn't like that. There was one part in the video where I referenced Roseanne Barr in there. Maybe that rubbed people weirdly. But, that's all I can really think. Still, majority liking. 67 likes, 32 dislikes on the Rage Against the Machine video. Now, this one I remember getting a lot more attention when they announced their reunion tour, which got postponed again to next year. So now I gotta wait longer for when I go to that. But around that time was when, I remember the conversation kind of restarted about whether or not they were sellouts and whatnot. And that was one big thing I talked about in this video. I mentioned how, it's basically an issue. It really just kind of depends on whether or not you think the ends justify the means. And I argued in this video that they can here, and that's when I used the Ed and Eddie clip when he says, "If you can't beat him, show off," to sort of make that. And I also remember getting a lot of comments on here from people that don't like their political message. And I can't really say I care as much for it myself, but one other thing I said in this video was that if the music is good enough, I don't even really care that much. I hate that I have to say this, but it's the truth. A big reason why YouTube is doing this is unfortunately for political reasons, since they're a part of Google, one of the big tech companies. I can tell. If you see big liberal media channels such as White House's videos have dislike ratios of well over 90%. They want the dislike ratio for their videos to be hidden from viewers so people can't see how much the general population of America isn't into their propaganda. But as a consequence of that, the comments are probably going to reflect that if they actually go through with it. Mark Dice, I don't really like him. It reminds me of how the Dear White People trailer got massively disliked and anti-SJWs claimed it was racist propaganda when it was satire with a provocative title. Moving on. 21 likes, 1 dislike. 54 likes, 8 dislikes. 44 likes, 8 dislikes. 48 likes, 3 dislikes. 34 likes, 4 dislikes. 29 likes, 2 dislikes. 121 likes, 26 dislikes. 70 likes, 9 dislikes. 50 likes, 27 dislikes on the Downfall Network video. And I remember at the time of this video, a big thing sort of contributing to this was, Downfall and his fans were kind of, creating a little chaos in the comments of the video, especially when the guy was wanting me to have a debate with him, and I declined because I just didn't really see a point in it, because he had, left his thoughts on all of my points in the comments, and all I would really be doing if I had a debate with him is just restating everything I said in the video, so I just saw it as pointless, and that got him and his fans kind of mad. Recently, though, the comments, I've been getting a few comments on this video about, Downfall getting exposed for doing some sus shit that I don't really remember right now. If anybody watching this, wants to fill everybody else in, you can feel free to do so. But, it's sort of shifting back into, my favorite people saying, that, the guy was a douche and whatnot and was really controlling and all that. Things like that. Then this one here genuinely confuses me. 22 likes and 17 dislikes on a video about my scariest Halloween experience. One thing I sort of tend to notice about my audience is they don't really tend to like shorter videos from me. They tend to prefer longer stuff from me, and, I like making that stuff too, so I can understand that. This video was also, coming off of a big upload gap, because before that, we have July 25th, 2017, and this one on October 31st, 2017. And maybe people were just kind of underwhelmed, like, oh, this is the video you came back with, really? Maybe it's one of those things. Still not something I'm really sure really justifies this many dislikes on it, because it's a really simple video. It's a really harmless video. So, I have no idea. I sometimes wonder if Susan ever listens to her critics. She kind of has to if she wants to run a good business, but I don't know. What is weird is that they said they are not removing dislikes for the user. Dislikes are still going to be a thing, but only the person who made the video can see them. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier in the stream. How they understand that dislikes are important for from a constructive criticism kind of standpoint, but it's still, ignoring the other use that dislikes serve. That, to me, really defeats the purpose of the change. If they were trying to make individuals more happy, the change, to me, mainly positively affect big channels and corporations to get massively downvoted. Yeah. That's a point I remember from this video over here that I talked a little about before going over to this tab. I saw DWP and it wasn't a good show, but I can recognize it was satire, so I'm still boggled regarding the dislikes. Time for the rise of posting the word dislike in the comments. That's, yes. And it's like, and that's just probably going to annoy people. They're just going to be like, okay, why are you disliking the video? Care to explain? And it's like, not everybody's going to really feel the effort to type up all the problems that they have with the video. I enjoy typing up long comments, but not everybody else does. But anyway, back to this. So, 58 likes, 19 dislikes. An even split here of 4 likes, 4 dislikes on a shirt collection video. Again, take it however you want. 4 likes, 2 dislikes. 57 likes, 7 dislikes. 40 likes, 11 dislikes. 32 likes, 8 dislikes. 96 likes, 41 dislikes. So we're a little lower now when it's on the 5-Finger Death Punch video. And it's obvious why this is, and it's because 5-Finger Death Punch are, like, Satan and whatnot. And how dare I speak at all positively about them, even though I don't disagree that they've been going downhill after their first 3 albums. So, fuck me, right? 26 likes, 5 dislikes. 59 likes, 0 dislikes. Another example of a video with more views than typical from me and no dislikes, and it's on the Selling Out video, and that actually makes me happy because I really like this video. 68 likes, 10 dislikes. 32 likes, 22 dislikes, and it's on a Q&A. And here's my theory of why this is. So, as you can tell, the next video on here is the video about the guitar giveaway from Music Is Win. And I remember when Tyler made his video announcing me as the winner, I got like 100 subscribers from that. And my best guess is that they decided to click on this video because it was the most recent thing on my channel at the time and saw me give a few political takes in here, even though I really think that they're really harmless. And again, maybe because it's a Q&A and I don't script my Q&As, maybe that could have been an issue. Maybe the execution wasn't that great by virtue of it being unscripted. But that's just the best I can really come up with for why that is. 236 likes, 21 dislikes. 218 likes, 40 dislikes. 94 likes, 13 dislikes. 124 likes, 14 dislikes. 7 likes, 2 dislikes. 6 likes, 2 dislikes. 61 likes, 6 dislikes. 134 likes, 18 dislikes. 66 likes, 6 dislikes. And it says 666, that's... 34 likes, 4 dislikes. 23 likes, 0 dislikes. 85 likes, 37 dislikes. And it's on the... how fortunate I'm wearing my Dawkins shirt. My video about Don Dawkins and the reunion shows that that Dawkins were doing, and some issues I was taking with some interview segments of some articles I was reading about this. I remember Razorfist actually commented on this video not very favorably, and initially I was kind of taken aback by that, but immediately after that I was like, that's just what he thinks. He's allowed to think that. It's whatever. So I just, didn't dwell on that. Maybe this isn't really a video I look back on as being one of my better ones, but I don't know. Not a whole lot else I really remember about it. 92 likes, 7 dislikes. 33 likes, 4 dislikes. Now let me catch up with the chat for this. What's funny, Kaz, I made that same joke not long ago. Also, welcome to the stream. I feel the only people who will love not seeing dislikes are probably narcissists and psychopaths like Onision. But even then, they can still see the number of dislikes on their own videos, but, maybe however many fans he even has left at this point, they'll see, hey, look at that, he's not getting any dislikes, hey. Or the whole use me as a dislike button comments, that would depend if they would still allow likes on comments. 666 insert certain Iron Maiden song title here. Yep. Next page. All right. 55 likes, 21 dislikes on the Vegan Warp Tour video. I remember having a lot of fun making that video. Maybe people didn't really like the sort of approach I was taking with this video. Maybe, people that were vegan didn't enjoy the video. I don't know. 20 likes, 11 dislikes. 54 likes, 6 dislikes. 18 likes, 0 dislikes. 19 likes, 1 dislike. 31 likes, 2 dislikes. 56 likes, 22 dislikes. We're in a low 70 percentage here, and it's on the AC/DC video. And this one is because this video pisses off a lot of boomers. I remember getting a lot of really angry boomer comments on there. Like AC/DC, they are like very, very protective of AC/DC. Like more than any other band, AC/DC they are really protective over. And it's like, I think I made a valid point in there about how, they're not exactly in a great condition to be playing shows. Surprisingly, they've been able to release albums, which, hey, if people like those, cool. But, I don't know. People just really did not like my take there, and hey. 85 likes, 14 dislikes. 31 likes, 6 dislikes. 30 likes, 4 dislikes. 14 likes, 2 dislikes. 27 likes, 1 dislike. 27 likes, 95... No, 271 likes, 95 dislikes. 113 likes, 12 dislikes. 432 likes, 147 dislikes, and this is on the first dramatic reading. So that's what it's like on their video. It's got a lot more views there, and the likes are still outnumbering the dislikes, but yeah. The percentage is definitely lower there. It's still kind of cool that on the second one, there's no dislikes, even though that video is like a little below like 800 views at this point. Let me catch up with the chat. I think Onision likes his dislikes, I'll be honest. I don't know. He strikes me as somebody that would take the whole approach of, oh, haters make me famous. Also, I remember you mentioned in the comments of your MDA video that some loser called King and Queenie Martha probably disliked the video. I still don't understand why they defended MDA. I don't know either. Probably also people that just either don't like me or don't like the ranting community, or maybe they were just in some sort of denial of what was going on at the time. I don't know. But, I don't know, still. Majority is still, positive on the video. Remind me, what was the deal with Onision again? I remember that name years ago, but never looked deep into him. I'll keep this kind of brief. He's a narcissistic groomer. That's like the most I can really say about that. But let's get back to this. 24 likes, 2 dislikes. 30 likes, 4 dislikes. 39 likes, 0 dislikes. 67 likes, 25 dislikes. So, a little lower here on the Buddy Nielsen video. A video that I consider like kind of a landmark cornerstone kind of video of mine. It's a video I call back to a lot. It's one of my favorite videos I've ever made. But I guess people thought I was trying to make political arguments when I really wasn't. I wasn't really political at all in here. But definitely, this got under the skin of some woke types, including Census Fails at the time guitarist, one of their guitarists at the time, Zach Roach, he commented on the video, and it was really funny. Let me see if I can find the comment of that, because this is pretty funny. Where are you? Hopefully it wasn't deleted. There it is! There it is. It's not that much time. You are kind of fucking stupid. We would do hour-and-a-half sets, and Buddy would talk about important social topics every now and then, but all the hits got played. I played guitar for 7 years in the band, and we never once failed to play Buried Alive. P.S. The dudes in Strung Out would hate you for posting this. Get fucked. Jesus. And here's my response to this. Way to only respond to the first screen cap I showed about the comment you guys posted. Nobody said you didn't play Buried Alive. The guy said he waited all night for you to play it. Context is important. I love how you also took the criticism about dedicating time to going on the rants out of context, because I said in this video that my problem wasn't with the content of the rants. I made clear of that not only in this video, but in the description as well, since I had a feeling someone would twist my words there. It was about Buddy overreacting to criticism about the rants to the point where he wanted to delete Census Fail's Facebook page. Did you even watch the video, or did you stop halfway through? Totally relevant also that you mentioned my Strung Out shirt. I have a feeling if Strung Out are as mature as I'm sure they are, they'd understand the points about overreacting to criticism and not twist anything like you did. Other than that, thanks for watching. And there's some people, defending him a little bit. But this one was also here. You're wrong. Shades didn't say anything about the quality of the message Buddy goes on about. In fact, Shades agrees with what Buddy says. He just doesn't want valuable concert time to be wasted on it when people paid to hear the band's music and not Buddy's rants. Holy fuck, how do you not get this? So that was a fun thing that happened on there. So now let's get back to this. Where were we? So now we're at this one. 34 likes, 1 dislike. 50 likes, 4 dislikes. 56 likes, 20 dislikes. 137 likes, 67 dislikes. It's on the Nickelback video, and it's obvious that this is just because it's Nickelback. Uh-oh. 113 likes, 18 dislikes. Now we're getting to shirt collection videos. 8 likes, 4 dislikes. 7 likes, 3 dislikes. 14 likes, 2 dislikes. 21 likes, 3 dislikes. 38 likes, 4 dislikes. 22 likes, 3 dislikes. 32 likes, 25 dislikes. This one also confuses me as well. On the Appreciation for Muse Productions video that I made for his birthday in the summer of 2015, I could not tell you a thing about this one. I have a bit of a theory, but I'm not really sure I want to talk about it here since it's a bit personal. 121 likes, 47 dislikes on the Justin Bieber Metallica shirt video. 21 likes, 4 dislikes. 37 likes, 13... Did I say 27? I meant to say 37 likes. 13 dislikes on the Demon Dog video. Maybe because they didn't like how I was sort of, making fun of how little effort he put into his video by not really putting a lot of effort into my video to sort of take the piss out of that. Or maybe it's just, metal elitist people not agreeing with the points and whatnot. 84 likes, 23 dislikes. 10 likes, 11 dislikes on a room tour video? Another one that really confuses me. Because, I don't know. 129 likes, 39 dislikes. 9 likes, 2 dislikes. 34 likes, 7 dislikes. 20 likes, 15 dislikes on a video about internet addiction. My guess for this one is because since I talked about how 2014 kind of sucked in that video, I guess people interpreted that as sort of indirectly referring to Repgate, which wasn't really my intention, but I guess I can understand if that's what it was and they just saw it as me trying to, you know, trying to play a victim card of sorts or anything like that. Again, not really my intention, but I guess I can understand if that's how it might have been perceived. But now we get to my most viewed video on my channel. 1,135 likes, 57 dislikes. 28 likes, 9 dislikes. 14 likes, 12 dislikes on the discussion about crowdfunding video. And my guess with why this is because, you know, one of the, you know, popular talking points in the ranting community back in the day was about e-begging and whatnot. And this was sort of around the time when the community was basically, you know, rethinking its stance on the subject. This is when, and Patreon was still like kind of new at this time. You can see it in the thumbnail right there. But I guess some older viewers weren't sort of ready to accept that and whatnot. And so maybe that is why there's more of an even split here and only 2 comments on this one. Basically, Onision is YouTube's most evil villain. Here comes Emerald Bull with his golden-skinned baseball hat earned from beating 1 million horse corpses. I don't know. I feel there are quite a few contenders for YouTube's most evil villain, but he would definitely be up there. There's no contest. You could say his reasoning senses failed. 15 likes, 4 dislikes. 16 likes, 3 dislikes. 17 likes, 11 dislikes. Maybe with this one, it's because of the person featured in the video. 97 likes, 14 dislikes. 75 likes, 21 dislikes. 261 likes, 56 dislikes. Right. 90 likes, 26 dislikes. 247 likes, 48 dislikes on my formerly most viewed video on the channel. 106 likes, 10 dislikes. 18 likes, 31 dislikes on the message to people commenting on the Greek life video. And with this one, as well as the video that is referenced in there, the reason for the dislike ratio here is because people just clicked on the video without watching it because they assumed that I was shit-talking their country. So that just indicates to me that they just saw the title and didn't watch the video and just left a negative comment without watching it and whatnot. It's one of those things. Like, maybe the title might have been a little misleading, but that's still not really an excuse for, you know, missing the point as badly as they did, which is why the original Greek Life Sucks video is the only video on my channel that has comments pending approval. It's for that reason. Moving on. 19 likes, 2 dislikes. 37 likes, 6 dislikes. 13 likes, 1 dislike. 10 likes, 2 dislikes. 67 likes, 16 dislikes. 51 likes, 15 dislikes. 69 dudes likes and 8 dislikes. 39 likes, 22 dislikes on the What's Wrong With on Kiss. This could probably be either from people not agreeing with the points, they don't like Kiss, or this is a video I remember being unscripted, so maybe that could be factoring into it, but don't know what else. 22 likes, 6 dislikes. 32 likes, 8 dislikes. 57 likes, 101 dislikes. And we're on the Muck Fettlecore video, which this is one where I could potentially argue that there might have been a dislike bombing going on, because I had no idea at the time of this video that, one, Muck Fettlecore was actually still, you know, active, like as a commenter, but not like making videos. And 2, that he even still had like supporters. Like that did surprise me at the time. And with this one, it's another one that I can acknowledge as maybe the execution wasn't the greatest. I remember having a pretty fun time making this video. I had a fun time editing the video, and scripting the video with the Random Gangsta was pretty fun as well. He kind of regrets the video. I can't really say in good conscience that I regret it, because it's not like I don't agree with the points at all or anything like that. And again, this was a video I remember having fun working on, so I can't in good conscience say I regret the video, really. But that's the most I can really say about this one. 37 likes, 10 dislikes. 27 likes, 2 dislikes. 17 likes, 1 dislike. 176 likes, 65 dislikes on the Death to False Metal video, which I remember being quite impassioned. 77 likes, 3 dislikes. 81 likes, 9 dislikes. 110 likes, 32 dislikes. 78 likes, 4 dislikes. 222 likes, 170 dislikes on the Why I Don't Like a Lot of Death Metal video. And with this one, the most I can think of for why this one is because of people that, didn't agree with, the take, and they got really offended that I would say anything at all negative about death metal at all, even though I mentioned in the video that there's death metal that I actually do like. But what I find to be really kind of ironic about this is that a thing I get criticized for a lot by metal elitists is, not being able to, handle a differing opinion on something I like, when in essence the same thing is going on over here. And that's the thing I've always really, really liked about the death metal video, is that it exposes that hypocrisy. And it's really funny. A Dockin' T, for a moment I thought this was Razor Fist. It's funny you mentioned that, because I ordered this shirt after watching a Razor Fist video, when I was saying, and I said to myself, you know what? I really want that shirt. I'm going to order one. But yeah, not the first time someone has compared me to Razor Fist. So on this one, 73 likes, 43 dislikes. This is a video that has definitely it's one of the videos that's, I would definitely say, is aged the worst out of all of my videos. Maybe that's why the dislikes over here. I'm not sure. Maybe some people were attributing Repgate to it. I don't know. 16 likes, 3 dislikes. 31 likes, 6 dislikes. 92 likes, 8 dislikes. 38 likes, 9 dislikes. 32 likes, 2 dislikes. 72 likes, 15 dislikes. 44 likes, 5 dislikes. 69 dudes likes, and 34 dislikes on the video that I, for the longest time, have considered the weakest entry in the Metal Elitist series. So, I don't know. I remember someone trying to make a video responding to it that I just found to be really redundant. So, I don't know. 42 likes, 21 dislikes. On another video, I don't look back as being one of the stronger, as one of my better videos, that I don't really want to get into detail why. 56 likes, 12 dislikes. 51 likes, 10 dislikes. 44 likes, 5 dislikes. 157 likes, 14 dislikes. 46 likes, 7 dislikes. 31 likes, 14 dislikes on the word analysis about bullying. I don't know. I don't really remember a lot about this video other than I referenced a video that Muse used to have on his channel about cyberbullying. That video I remember being pretty controversial, so maybe that sort of translated over to this one. I have no idea, but I don't really remember. 54 likes, 35 dislikes, and this is on a video that was kind of indirectly referencing Repgate, so that's probably, the reason there. 61 likes, 19 dislikes. 14 likes, 3 dislikes. 41 likes, 5 dislikes. 185 likes, 52 dislikes. 99 likes, 15 dislikes. 46 likes, 9 dislikes. 68 likes, 30 dislikes. On objectivity versus subjectivity. I have no idea why this video has as many views as it does, why it's like pushing 10,000 over here. Maybe people clicked on it thinking that it was going to be some, intellectual rundown about the concept of objectivity, but from what I remember about this one, it mostly was about, people that treat opinion as fact and whatnot, and maybe the dislikes were from people realizing that that's what this video was. 61 likes, 3 dislikes. 91 likes, 21 dislikes. Stop hating on my favorite bands. 79 likes, 6 dislikes. 67 likes, 9 dislikes. 56 dislikes, 7 dislikes. 93 dislikes, 8 dislikes. 61 likes, 9 dislikes. 59 likes, 10 dislikes. 10 likes, 4 dislikes. 47 likes, 9 dislikes. 69 dudes likes, 9 dislikes. 48 likes, 6 dislikes. 72 likes, 14 dislikes. 130 likes, 12 dislikes. 66 likes, 22 dislikes. 206 likes, 68 dislikes. 18 likes, 29 dislikes on the video about the Bruno Mars halftime show. With this one, don't really remember a lot about this one. I remember this being an unscripted video. Maybe that could be contributing here. This was also around the time when I was just coming around on Bruno Mars. So, I don't know, it could be either of those things factoring in here. 37 likes, 29 dislikes on thoughts on daily uploaders. And I think the reason why this has a lot of dislikes, and I remember thinking this at the time of this video, I titled this video as being a response to Take Shot Action, who he made a video. I think this was a video about advice for starting a YouTube channel. And one thing he mentioned in there was upload daily, and I decided to respond to that point, just saying what I thought of it. And maybe his fans thought that I was trying to attack him when I really wasn't. So, I don't know. 29 likes, 12 dislikes on a Q&A that I consider the worst in the Q&As that I've done. 24 likes, 8 dislikes. 35 likes, 8 dislikes. 27 likes, 5 dislikes. 77 likes, 6 dislikes. 7 likes, 4 dislikes. 24 likes, 7 dislikes. 78 likes, 10 dislikes. 39 likes, 7 dislikes. 25 likes, 13 dislikes. And this was on the very end of the R3 situation from back in the day, where I was basically telling Mitch over here to, calm down, take it easy. You're kind of going a little nutty. And I remember immediately after I uploaded this video, he deleted his channel at the time of that. But I couldn't tell you anything else. 26 likes, 2 dislikes. 23 likes, 2 dislikes. 59 likes, 20 dislikes. 13 likes, 10 dislikes on my second Q&A. And other than the title saying winger torrenting rappers and more, I don't really remember much else about this one, so who knows? Maybe people just didn't like a particular point I made in there, so who knows? 76 likes, 19 dislikes. 34 likes, 3 dislikes. 22 likes, 7 dislikes. 29 likes, 5 dislikes. 13 likes, 19 dislikes on a video talking about the Rocklahoma Festival and how I didn't really like the, format change that it was going through. I do remember getting a lot of comments on this one about a fact I got wrong in there where I messed up on where the festival is located. Other than that, there's not a whole lot I really remember about this one, so who knows. 85 likes, 16 dislikes. 13 likes, 2 dislikes. 9 likes, 4 dislikes. 19 likes, 2 dislikes. 14 likes, 2 dislikes. 43 likes, 18 dislikes on another video having to do with old Mitch over there. Maybe coming from people who just saw the title and assumed that I was talking about Slayer when really, I was talking about how silly Slayer fans can be in response to a video he made about why he doesn't like Slayer. 12 likes, 3 dislikes. 15 likes, 3 dislikes. 4 likes, 1 dislike. 28 likes, 1 dislike. 25 likes, 3 dislikes. 167 likes, 7 dislikes. 29 likes, 9 dislikes. 29 likes, 1 dislike. 32 likes, 11 dislikes on the video that I consider to be the worst video that is still public on my channel. YouTube, ironically, for being against information that's false, you are going to create echo chambers for false information by basically making dislikes irrelevant. That's another thing. Another reason why this is not a great idea is people aren't going to click on the video and be able to tell that, yeah, this is one of them conspiracy theory videos that we probably should be taken with a grain of salt, judging by that dislike bar. 12 likes, 3 dislikes. 49 likes, 5 dislikes. 23 likes, 2 dislikes. 46 likes, 16 dislikes. 114 likes, 30 dislikes. 40 likes, 10 dislikes. 7 likes, 0 dislikes. 25 likes, 0 dislikes. 22 likes, 0 dislikes. 5 likes, 0 dislikes. Damn, I'm on a roll. 12 likes, 3 dislikes. 86 likes, 27 dislikes. 89 likes, 2 dislikes. 6 likes, 3 dislikes on a short little silly filler video that was basically making a joke about bronies. 269 likes, 131 dislikes on my Simpsons Suck These Days video. And funny, I'm looking at this when I'm actually doing a Simpsons binge right now. 5 likes, 0 dislikes. 19 likes, 3 dislikes. 60 likes, 4 dislikes. 3 likes, 0 dislikes. 95 likes, 262 dislikes. And there's the Greek life video that I talked about earlier. Again, people just probably saw the title and didn't watch the video because they thought I was, shit-talking the country of Greece when, no, had nothing to do with that. 32 likes, 7 dislikes. 4 likes, 5 dislikes on another silly filler thing. 28 likes, 3 dislikes. 68 likes, 6 dislikes. 33 likes, 3 dislikes. 7 likes, 3 dislikes. 213 likes, 48 dislikes. Even split of 29 likes and 29 dislikes on defending rap in the most objective way possible. And the reason for this one is actually really hilarious. I think this was in the summer of 2015. It was either 2015 or 2016. But I remember someone getting really butthurt by this video that he tried to incite a 4chan raid on this video, all because I said I liked rap music. It was really hilarious. 22 likes, 3 dislikes. 11 likes, 0 dislikes. 112 likes, 27 dislikes. 126 likes, 96 dislikes on the video about Radiohead elitists. Probably from Radiohead fans that didn't like that I called them overrated, even though I wasn't even bashing Radiohead at all. 20 likes, 5 dislikes. 159 likes, 24 dislikes, and finally, 29 likes, 16 dislikes on my very first upload. So, there's that. I know what I'm about to quote is another person's comment, but it's too funny to say it. Slayer's the Call of Duty of metal. Nah, Slayer's the Doom of metal. The COD of metal is easily Metallica. Okay, that's fair. Since you mentioned Slayer's fan base, I remember one time on PlayStation, I simply told someone who, if I remember correctly, was a Slayer fan. Their profile picture was cool, but they responded with, "Fuck you, nigga." That guy sounds like Ben Shapiro. Who? Who are you referring to with that? I don't know. But yeah, basically, the takeaway from going through all of this over here is, one, to show that, I don't really, overreact to dislikes, and I don't really do very much deflecting with, whenever I see a video of mine has a lot of dislikes. I can easily, lend some credence to be like, well, to be fair, maybe this video wasn't the greatest. Maybe this could have been done better. Maybe this was a thing. And I don't just, be like, I'm not just covering my ears and going, la 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 la. Everyone who dislikes the video is a moron, blah, 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 blah. Everybody who dislikes the video is, being sicked on me from someone else, la 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 la. Anything like that. Again, not saying that doesn't happen. But, out of all of the videos that have a large number of dislikes, I've only ever really made that argument maybe twice. Everything else was something that I could point to and make a little inference about why that was. And that's something that I think people should do when they see that their videos have a lot of dislikes, is just say to themselves, okay, let's take a step back here. Maybe this wasn't the greatest. Maybe this was done poorly. Let's think of how we can remedy this going forward. And that's usually what I've done, at least recently, because, I think it should really show, especially in a lot of my more recent videos, that I actually really push hard for quality. And as a result of that, I don't really get a lot of dislikes on my videos. Let's say hypothetically you have an awesome PFP and Shapiro. Yeah, I've never bothered engaging with the band's fan base. I've heard they're not pleasant to be around. The rap is bad. I'm gonna start a 4chan raid guy. Oh yeah, that's right. Because Ben Shapiro has talked about why rap music isn't music, even though, he never once, takes a moment to think, I've defined music as being melody, harmony, and rhythm. Maybe we could take a moment to consider how rap could have those things. He never once stops to think about that, and that's basically why when he made that argument, he shot himself in the foot. I know some people who will cheer for the erasure of dislikes. The only people I can imagine are, I guess, fanboys of controversial people. That's like the most I can really think would benefit from that, because then they could look at the ratings and be like, haha, you see, no dislikes, therefore this guy's good, and you can't say anything bad about him. He's not as hated as people like to act like he is. All songs are basically poems with instrumental music. Pretty much. And there is like a chord structure, and I remember talking about this in that video. There is kind of a chord structure going on with the beat underneath. There is obviously rhythm going on. There's occasionally actual singing and whatnot. So, yeah, I see no reason why rap isn't music. Like, even if you don't like rap, this is stuff that you can easily acknowledge about it. But anyway, that's basically how I think people should approach getting dislikes. Take it as a learning experience and use it to improve from, your mistakes. And that's a very healthy relationship to have. And, to quote this video back again over here, a dislike never harmed anyone. They only harm egos. Because, again, these are perfectly reasonable things to take into consideration when you see a large number of dislikes down here. And you don't need to agree with it. Like, I certainly don't agree with, the reasonings I tried to come up with my videos that have a lot of dislikes. But still, that doesn't change the fact that these could be, things playing into it. You know what I mean? Ben Shapiro is honestly the type of dad who would ground his daughter or son for a month because they like rap music. He would go into their room and take all their CDs, even though they probably don't even own any CDs. He'd probably just disable their Spotify or something. All songs you say, insert "You Suffer But Why" from Napalm Death here. Okay, maybe it was poor phrasing on my part. Yeah, But that's basically like the general function that rap music kind of serves. Either way, it does have those three components that Ben Shapiro tried to outline, and he shot himself in the foot with it as a result of that, by not thinking about, hey, wait a second. Rap actually does have some melody and harmony if you really think about it. But yeah. Dislikes are really not worth getting this up in arms about. They really aren't. You can have a good relationship with them, and you can use them to your benefit, and YouTube wanting to get rid of them, no, please do not. If you really want to have, a good, or at least better reputation with the audience, if you want to run a business properly, you don't want to piss off your audience. You are hereby banned from listening to Belle Biv DeVoe. That song is poison. I see what you did there. I also imagine Ben Shapiro kicking out his own son or daughter if they came out as LGBTQ. Yeah, pretty much. He gets angry over a lot of things. It makes you wonder, like, how happy of a life he lives. And afterwards, he would beat them with a violin and have his wife stitch up any injuries because she's a doctor, Yeah. She says that it's biologically unhealthy for a woman's P word to be that wet. I love how we went from talking about dislikes to talking about Ben Shapiro. And by the way, apologies to Skull Ripper because I know he's wanting to do a stream tonight. He's planning on reacting to some old videos of his, so if that interests you, go over to his Twitch that you can find somewhere on his channel. And on one of my posts linking to the stream, let me read you a comment from Stout. I talked about this almost 10 years ago. Bro, Google TV, YouTube, have a way of repeating history, don't they? Do they not learn or care? And it's a video, what's the video called? Let me see the whole title. YouTube disables the dislike button. No more dislikes. All hail Google. Posted on May 2nd, 2013. Damn. God. Both Stout and Emp are ahead of the curve here. I'm convinced that Ben is an alien who's a spy. On another note, do you think that gaslighting is basically violence in a psychological sense? To me, yeah, it can contribute to abuse. Oh, absolutely. Verbal violence, mental violence, basically. That is a very good opinion, and I agree. Yeah. Is there anything else I wanted to say about this? Again, hopefully this doesn't actually happen, and things stay as is, because again, a big part of running a business is actually taking audience feedback into consideration, and there is one thing I can think of where YouTube actually did this. It was in reaction to the 2018 Rewind, where they changed the format up for the 2019 one before just getting rid of it altogether. So I do think that YouTube can actually take this audience feedback into consideration and do the right thing, but we will have to see, I guess. We will see what this actually, does. Also, Shades, I feel you missed a huge opportunity by making a top 10 or 20 list of worst or best songs for the decade when 2020 was starting. I actually have a little something sort of like that planned for next year. I'm not going to say too much about that. I was reading the Wikipedia article of the most disliked videos, and a bunch of kitty videos were there. That's another thing I remember Emp doing in here, is looking at the most disliked videos. And pretty much all of those are from, videos from, like, really huge companies or people and whatnot. So it's not like these are, like, small, frail channels. And, I'm a small channel saying this, so maybe this is actually important. Since, I'm, a little guy on here, the people that YouTube is trying to protect and whatnot, you should probably take note that us small fry don't really think this is a particularly great thing either. No, wrong app. Just wanted to... But the YouTube Heroes promo got dislike bombed. Oh god, that thing. That's another thing that I don't think took off like at all. Maybe that's another example of something YouTube saw the reaction to. It was like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, this is dumb. Screw it. Since someone mentioned Call of Duty, the COD Ghosts trailer was on their list because as it became a widely disliked video game trailer. There's a lot we can think of like the most disliked videos. The person who mentioned Call of Duty would be me. In regards to Slayer, it was a quote from a different commenter I thought was funny. And I was watching the Josh is Done episode of Drake and Josh, and do you believe the episode still holds up? To me, Josh may have been too severe, but I understand why he did it. Slayer's the Call of Duty of metal as a refresher. Yeah, I guess it holds up. It's basically an episode about when you go too far with someone and that person decides that, you know, they're not really mad anymore and that they're basically done at that point and whatnot. And with everything that's been going on with Drake Bell as of late, I almost feel like that episode sort of transcends into real life and whatnot. Like, I would imagine that, you know, when Josh Peck heard about it, he was like, oh, poor guy. You know, that kind of a reaction. But yeah, it can really sting when someone decides that they're done with you. I've dealt with people like that, and, you know, most I can really do is just not dwell on it. That's one of the better episodes of the last season. I'm not really the hugest fan of the last season, but this is probably the episode everyone says is the best from it. Trying to think if there was something else I wanted to talk about, because I remember, you know, when I was thinking about doing this stream, I had a lot in mind for it. Josh basically was sick of being used as Drake's plaything, and I understood. And the science teacher, despite being severe, at least displayed more humanity than Miss Hafer in the end. Yeah, he was basically just done at that point. So I guess to close the discussion on this, if you get a lot of dislikes, just use it as a learning experience. Take these into consideration, and hopefully you can actually do better, because not only will your videos improve as a result, but if you don't like overreact to getting a lot of dislikes or even negative comments or anything like that, then the audience will definitely respect you more. You know, they'll see you as somebody that, you know, handles these things really well. And ultimately, those people, you know, end up going further. You know, not just on YouTube, but in life. So, yeah, now I think I'll switch back over to the main window over here. And if Call of Duty Metal refers to how toxic the fan base is, I agree totally. I almost never turn my mic on when I used to play COD to death years ago. I think it was in the context of it sounds the same. Admittedly, it was entertaining as hell to listen to dudes trash talk each other though. Not to mention, speaking of dislikes, heard of Richard Pussy? Australia's most disliked man. He was a man who caused the whole of Australia to hate him. Was he a pussy? That's a very unfortunate last name. Oh yeah, I remember another thing I was wanting to mention. I said this in the Dustin Nunn stream, that it's really naive to think that you can come on here and expect everything to go 100% your way all the time. Everyone's going to like you. You're not going to get a single amount of hate or negativity at all, because it's something that we all have to deal with at some point in our lives, not just on the internet, but in real life as well. And, you know, it's what that means is you really can't get away with being super fragile or anything like that. You know, it's not going to get you really far. Richard was basically a violent and disturbed man that caused many disturbances for his violent fits of rage and erratic behavior. There's been a lot of people like that throughout time. But yeah. Dude sounds like he lives up to his name of being a pussy. And speaking of Nick, since the holidays are coming, Remember the heartwarming Christmas episode of Hey Arnold, when Mr. Wynn reunited with his long-lost daughter? That's the best Christmas episode of any show ever. I'm just going to put that out there. It is very emotional and very heartwarming. I always tear up at the very end when Gerald says to Arnold, maybe you have a Christmas angel. And then it cuts to Helga standing outside in the snow, and she whispers, Merry Christmas, Arnold. But yeah, excellent episode, for sure. I can't really think of any other Christmas episodes that I like as much as that one. Some Simpsons ones do come to mind. But yeah. Yes, the Dawkins shirt. Yeah, got this last summer. When I ordered it, I told the story a little earlier in here. You know, since we talked a little bit about Dawkins when I went over the Don Dawkins video, as well as when someone earlier in the chat made a comparison to Razor Fist, and that's who influenced me to get this shirt. The main message of that episode of Hey Arnold, according to me, is you should never lose hope, and angels come in many forms. Yeah, there's that, along with the whole thing of putting the happiness of others before yourself with the Helga plotline, where we see her go through this conflict when she gets her boots, and those are the exact boots that the government worker needs on his Christmas shopping list before he can, do the search for the daughter. And Helga makes the choice to give him the boots because she's putting Arnold's happiness above her own. Another good holiday episode of a show is the Simpsons episode where Bart was caught shoplifting. Yes, that's one of the episodes I was thinking of when I mentioned, the Simpsons with Christmas episodes. That's a great episode. Speaking of your shirt, what are your favorite songs from Under Lock and Key? Well, my favorite song of Dawkins happens to be from Under Lock and Key, this being The Hunter. Other songs that I really like from that album are Unchain the Night, In My Dreams, of course, Lightning Strikes Again, It's Not Love, Jaded Heart, and Don't Lie to Me. Those are the ones I would consider, my favorites from that album. Yeah, I did tell you Space Metal when I ordered when I got the shirt. Another good one is the Christmas episode of The Proud Family, where they brought in a homeless family to celebrate Christmas. I've never watched The Proud Family before because I wasn't a Disney Channel guy. I've heard some pretty nice things about the show. And I guess I respect it for what it was, but I've never watched it before. people that were gonna do this just dropped a dislike button still alive. God bless you. God bless you. Slipping Away Until the Living End are amazing ones as well. Yep. Oh, the whole album's awesome. It's always been my favorite of Dawkins. With Back from the Attack being a very close second. See, I do take dislikes in stride. Only sugarcoat I can think of is that no one will have this urge to use dislike bots to mess dislike videos, which I've been a victim of before by someone who had a vendetta against me. Yeah, earlier in the stream, Space Metal, I was going through all of my videos and going over the like to dislike ratio and basically showing that I could, attribute them to something and, lend some credence to it rather than acting super defensive and deflecty with it and whatnot. But, the dislike bot thing, that's a thing that they like justifying it a lot with. Even though, again, and I suppose this is another thing I can add for closing thoughts on the subject. If you make a video, if you post a video that gets a lot of dislikes because it's legitimately bad, because for the reasons we outlined earlier, that's okay. A bad video isn't the end of the world. It's only the end of the world if you let it be the end of the world. If you let it, really get to you and make you never want to upload again. And that's really on you and whatnot, I would say. You have the power to rise above that. You have the power to do better. You have it in you to do better. So, go for it. It's just one bad video. It's not the end of the world. And it shouldn't be the kind of thing that completely kills your enjoyment for making videos. Because ultimately, one reason... Because that kind of goes against why you started uploading in the first place, is because it was fun. And that's sort of another thing. I never let this kind of shit kill my enjoyment for what I do, because I have way too much fun with this channel. I love what I do way too much to completely turn away from it just because, a video wasn't received well or anything like that. That album takes me back to 2015 when I was going through a big hair metal phase, which also led to me giving my channel its current name. That violates terms of service in regards to gaining the system. Yeah, that's another thing. It's like, if it's already against the guidelines to, use bots or anything like that, then, if there's already something in place to deal with that, why do we need to get rid of dislikes altogether? I listened to that album quite a lot in 2015 too. I have a reason to not upload indefinitely, however, but it's far from the dislike nullify. Yeah, you've told me your reason, and I think it's probably for the best that you lay low for a while. But yeah, be true to yourself, and yeah, that will get you through these situations where you're faced with a big number of dislikes. Because that's basically what I did this whole time. Whenever stuff like that happened, I stayed true to myself and kept on going. And I think that's kind of a contributing factor for why that doesn't tend to happen as much. It also kind of helps that I don't really talk about a lot of controversial stuff and whatnot. Maybe stuff that sort of teeters on it a little bit, but not in a way that completely pisses the audience off or anything like that and gets me canceled or anything like that. I have my backup channel I'll operate on in the meantime. Atticus told me he exiled when he dealt with situations not far from mine. Yeah, because I remember he got like a community guidelines strike when he tried uploading his Columbine video. And it was because of, him putting that in his title that it led to that being like insta-flagged or anything like that. And he got a strike that wore off in like a week, I think it was. And I convinced him to use a different title in there, and that ended up working. Not topics that you put on the controversial chopping block anyway. Yeah. It's not exactly what this channel is about necessarily. I mean, even the hottest takes I put out are really mild at most. I referenced that to Hair Metal Brony last weekend. Hey Shades, I know you have no desire to be a father, but you don't mind being an uncle or older cousin? I mean, maybe for a time it might annoy me and whatnot, but like, hopefully it won't annoy me and whatnot. Like, my brother is basically being counted on to be, continuing the family name on or anything like that. So it's all on him. And I guess I wouldn't mind being the uncle that tells a lot of cool stories and whatnot. Because I remember, like, my uncle is responsible for giving me a lot of the CDs that I own. So that's a thing. I forget if it was 1 week or if it was something else, but I remember it was not an incredibly long time. And he was able to try again with uploading the thing, and he used a different title there, and he didn't get flagged as a result of that. Also, your opinion on the Dratchin Lord, as I've heard he's going to be put away in prison for 2 years. Who? I don't know what that means. I have 37 days left for my first strike. Maybe copyright strikes are different. I don't know. Also, I'm I'm on the page for where the stream is, and weirdly enough, there isn't a dislike there like that one guy said there was. Drachen Lord, aka Dragon Lord, Germany's Chris Chan. Oh yeah, I've heard the name before, but no, I don't really know anything about him. The day Shades joins the Church of Dadism will be the day he embraces Emperor Johannes Krauser II as his Lord and Savior. Pretty much. I'll have to put the FC hunt for GH songs on a pause too. At least not upload them publicly. I mean, you'd probably be better off just holding off with that, because even if you do upload them not publicly, there's a chance that they could still be picked up by the copyright system, so you definitely want to wait until the stuff wears off. Do you have any favorite novels? To me, Story Thieves by James Riley. Not really. I don't really like reading a lot in general. I remember being one of the few people that actually kind of enjoyed Catcher in the Rye. You know, because, maybe it's because, like, at the time I was kind of an angry kid, like he was. So, I don't know. And since you dislike Jimmy Kimmel, thoughts on James Corden, a.k.a. Uncle Cringy. Oh, God, James Corden. Yeah. Yeah. He's one of those comedians that I just see as kind of a tryhard. Never really liked him that much. I'll just FC the ones I have not done yet, and then have them on standby. Yeah, I guess, like, record the stuff, have them ready to upload, but just hold off on it. Going back to Christmas episodes of TV shows, the only ones I watched were, the SpongeBob one. Yeah, that's a good one. And MLP-FIM's Christmas episodes, including a 44-minute special, A Heartwarming Tale being my favorite, which was basically a pony version of A Christmas Carol. Wouldn't know because I don't watch My Little Pony. I kind of enjoyed Catcher in the Rye. Sad John Lennon noises. Right. If James Corden is Uncle Cringy, what would you say is Jimmy Kimmel's nickname? Your annoying neighbor Jimbo. Looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo. Since Hair Metal Brony mentioned Christmas specials, let's see if Shades can guess a wild guess what I'm going to watch tonight. Right, you've been talking with me a lot about Danny Phantom lately, so you're watching the Christmas episode that guest stars Will Arnett as the Ghost Rider. Remember when Rugrats and Fairly Odd Parents made their own takes on It's a Wonderful Life? While Rugrats succeeded, FOP failed. Yeah, the Rugrats one you're referring to, that one really, really, really fucked me. Because, like, you hate seeing, just how miserable his dad is not having, anyone in his life and whatnot. He didn't have a son. He's just living alone with all those pizza boxes and talking to a sock puppet. And he tells him, Saki, I wish you were real. Me too. And then when he goes over to Phil and Lil's place and they're just trashing the place while their parents are just in tears, it's like, wow. Holy fuck. And then seeing just how lacking in a spine and how timid Tommy is without him around, it's like, holy shit. And with the Fairly Odd Parents episode, I remember finding that one somewhat funny, but yeah, the most I can really say about that one is that there's a lot of contrivances in that one. TFBC are initials, the Fright Before Christmas, ding big ding. Mm-hmm. Funny enough, Arthur did an It's a Wonderful Life episode with Binky showing how you don't need the approval of others to do what is right. It's been a while since I've revisited Arthur. It's been like years. Another one I forgot. Powerpuff Girls Christmas episode was The Fight Before Christmas. That one was fun as well. I might attempt to watch every DP episode into one night/day. Wow, that is some dedication. As for Netflix, if you enjoy BoJack Horseman, I also recommend Troll Hunters. It has good animations done by Guillermo del Toro. Perhaps. Maybe that'll be something that I'll check out in the future. Like, I have a small list of shows that I want to try giving a watch that I haven't watched before. Maybe I'll add that one to the list. 19 hours for the 24-minute episodes. Let me calculate the 48-minute ones. Jesus Christ, Space Metal. You can be a madman sometimes. $19.6 hours. $22.8 hours. On another note, am I the only one who, despite being an What? Despite being an SJW, I don't hate Riley J. Dennis, as she didn't seem like an awful person. The thing with her is... The thing that really made me really not like her was, how she was one of those people that was, going around saying, you're a transphobe if you don't date a trans person. You're this if you don't do this. It's like, fuck you. You don't get to fucking, shame people for having a preference. But why would you openly call yourself an SJW there, West Coast? Almost 24 hours, holy fucking shit. I did that with Star Wars pre-TLJ, so why not? Did I ever tell you I went as Danny Phantom for Halloween when I was 9? Wow. Interesting. What did you do for that? There was one time I was thinking of going as Danny Fenton, where I would just need to get like a white shirt and whatnot, and I would be, good to go. This was around the time I went as I dressed up as Chip Skylark one time for Halloween. I got a red beanie and a red hoodie, a red sweatshirt jacket, and I was like, yeah, why play guitar when you can be a teen singing sensation? Bruh hippo moment. I think that was the year I went as Dash from The Incredibles. I don't remember what I did in 2006. Yeah, I don't remember. Funny you say that, since there was a bully towards Danny Phantom named Dash Baxter. Right. But cool nonetheless. I jumbled with my words and was referring to Riley as the SJW, but yeah. She's flawed, but I don't hate Riley. Hatred is better reserved for Anita Sarkeesian and Zarna Joshi. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I can understand how Riley Dennis might not be the worst out there. I can kind of agree with that. I just think she has some really dumb takes, especially that one about, you're a bigot if you don't date a trans person. Speaking of gaslighting, what would you say counts as psychological violence as well? Any kind of like hardcore guilt tripping, I would probably throw in there, which basically falls under the umbrella of gaslighting. And yeah, just going out of the just the kind of stuff that sort of sends you into a nervous breakdown. The Ultimate Enemy will always be my favorite episode. That will always be my favorite of the movies over there. Why am I forgetting what that one is called? That's what it was called, Reality Trip. That's a close second. I said this to you in the Discord, and I'll say it to you here, Bull. I jumbled my words is not an excuse, as you have all the time in the world to type, edit, and think what you want to say out. It's a valid point right there. Another form of psychological violence is dumbing down people and treating them like they're idiots. I'm not sure I really consider that violent, just really demeaning. But I suppose in the sense that you're just going out of your way to make the person feel dumb. Fanning the Flames is the favorite 24-minute. Yep. And that was number 1 in my video. Yeah, epic sneeze. I have got to pee, so now I get to go to this window. Back now. You could have just said social activist instead of saying a term that sounds the alarms in our minds. But yeah, just choose your words a little more carefully, West Coast. Anyway, since we've been going for 2 hours, think I'm gonna, cut the stream here. Good discussion here about dislikes. I'm debating if I will post a redux of this stream or if I'll just leave it alone, because majority of the stream was dedicated to the topic at hand. I'll probably be doing that. But yeah, hopefully nothing happens to the dislikes. Let me get to this first. Aside from Muse, which YouTuber you admired or like turned out to be a huge jerk to you or others? Shades? Camia Bams is one that comes to mind there. NDA I would also put under that categorization as well. When Space Mel called you last week during the night and acted out SpongeBob stuff. Oh yeah. 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 But yeah. Yeah. This was a nice old time. Hope y'all have a good rest of